They're going to put me in the movies. They're going to make a star of me.
He had a lot of talent. He could imitate Donald Duck at that day and age. That was quite a feature, you know.
Look, I've wiped more liquor off my chin than the other fellow drank. Now, you want to believe that?
And in fact, most fiddlers I know are a breed unto themselves sort of stuff. Yeah. I mean, a fiddler never belch you with his fiddle, you know, that type of thing.
But we didn't arrive in Sudbury until 10 after 6, and of course I did not even have time to have a bath last night, so we're known as the Dirty Seven today.
Bug. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bug.
10 seconds to 2. 5.
A CBC color presentation.
2, 1.
Take 2. Move for left port.
Ready 1, ready take.
Somebody
please.
had the nerve to say there's no place like home. Good evening, friends. Well, it's only, what, 12 days to the big day, and we thought that perhaps it might be...
It's only 12 days to get rid of that mic boom shadow, too.
Just to give you a half hour with us, fun and music on Don Lesser's Jubilee. Don,
Roll
here we
tape.
go.
It's gone to the voiceover, Mike.
Just because you think you're so pretty, just because you think you're so hot, just because you think you've got something that nobody else has got. Though you made me spend all my money, you'll have to call me old Santa Claus. But I'm telling you, honey, I'm free with you, because, just because.
Take 1.
By what angle, please?
There she is, the darling of the dance world. There she is, camera 1. Take 1. That's good where the guys come in front. That's good. And out you come. Last 16.
We, the undersigned, a section of the TV audience and viewers in northern Alberta, regret and protest against your decision, this is to the CBC, against your decision at the removal of the Don Lesser show from your program. Don Messer is probably considered the most popular entertainer on Canadian programs, particularly for elderly people. Is that right?
That's right.
Who enjoy old-time music in preference to any other program. He has entertained for 35 years, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
For 35 years, and his program can be regarded as an institution not to be lightly disregarded. The young folks prefer to go out for the evening, but the older folks are content to watch TV at home and should be considered as your most appreciative audience.
Very good. Very good.
And 250 names there on top of that.
Wonderful.
And on top of that, I'm very glad to have met you.
As I'm saying, the fiddlers are a very, very unique breed. Another thing about fiddlers, I find violinists, as they call them today, look at their instrument very intently. But an old fiddler is always looking at the best-looking woman in the room and seeing who's the shortest skirt and seeing what they're stacked like, and and looking for something that owes him money and seeing where the nearest point is that he can snatch when there's nobody looking, because most of the fiddlers are so carried away by their art that they have never bothered to make too much money.
In the olden days, the women always played the organ or the piano, and it was a rare thing to see a man play the piano then, when I was a young fellow. Well, I think that they felt the violin was strictly a man's instrument.
Faces all over the left, now grand chains over the left, go over the left, go right, go left, now grand chains over the left, now grand chains. Salute your honey, passer-by, kiss the neck when by and by, marry the neck before you die. Oh, spring minnie-mead, spring minnie-mead.
Where I come from, the early settlers were Scottish and Irish, and they brought a lot of the music that I play with them, the hornpipes and the jigs and the reels. Every dance, they'd have a good swig out of the bottle. It seemed to keep them going. Well, the hours were long. You'd play from 9 o'clock until daylight for the dance, and of course the women folk then would get together and cook breakfast, which then would be consisted of pancakes and pork and home fried potatoes.
In fact, in the old days, back in the famine times, in 40 and 48 and all this sort of stuff, back in that time, when it was a premium to get away on a ship to America, but the only one that could get away on a ship with no much money or with no money was a fiddler. A fiddler had to be on an old ship for to keep. The passengers lived on fiddle music all the way over. They had nothing else. That's right. Hundreds of people would have nothing in their stomachs and very less in their heads. And the old queerfellow would fill it with the most beautiful music God ever... And he could hardly have the strength to draw his bow across the whole thing, you see.
That's Irish. it's a triple your bow and grace notes. There's an awful lot of grace notes in Scotch music. And it's hard to play real pipe music on a violin, although there's a good violin like Winston Fitzgerald and Angus Chisholm and all these good Cape Breton players, Sandy McLean and Buddy McMaster and all these lovely Scotch players. They can put this real Scotch music in their fiddling, and that's what brings the music so lovely.
We play, like old-time music, with a good, strong rhythm or a beat. Whereas in the western part of Canada, their type of music is more, it's more of a swing. Certainly, it has a different beat to it than what you'll find in the western part of Canada, or even the United States.
White Ireland from the board. No, yeah, from the board.
Kings on the board.
Less.
300.
Gary, yes. It's 5.
Very good. Right.
That's the only one you got.
That's the only one I know. Look. More do you want than that? Good luck.
Wave, everybody!
Music of Don Messer and his Islanders. Come on up.
Well, tonight I'm going to sing you a song about the pill. Vitamin pill. back to my younger days, you know. I was probably the sparkest spark that ever sparked a spark. But lately, my sparks are all sparked out.
I understand, though, that from all information that you were quite a lover in your day.
Well, I wouldn't say that, Ray. I used to take the odd girl home on a Saturday night, you know. Used to take her home about 9 o'clock, and you go into the parlor. And you sat on one side of the room, and she sat on the other. And, of course, there's a big grandfather's clock out in the hall going tick-tock, tick-tock. Just like it was saying, take your time, take your time. Us old fellas made progress just the same, didn't we? Yes, sir. But nowadays, the young fella gets a girl and he gets her in a Volkswagen. He takes her down to a drive-in theater and they both try to jam into a bucket seat. And they got a little clock on the dash just going tick, 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 tick. Just like you say, get together, get together, get together, get together. Oh, Ray, on my way in here tonight, there was one lady duck her friend in the ribs there, pretty near broke 3 ribs in her brand new umbrella. She dug her in the rib and she says, look at that.
Calls you with that?
That's what she called me, look at that.
That doesn't count that much, actually.
Well, she says, look at that. She says, I'll bet that ain't ever been married. Well, if that lady's in the place tonight, I want her to know that this has been married. In fact, I've been married so many times that wedding bells sound like an alarm clock to me.
Well, Uncle, look, I've been having a little problem with my wife lately. She claims I do not show her enough love and affection.
You don't? What do you do?
Well, I took her down to the drive-in theater the other night. I parked the car. I said, look around you. There's all the love and affection you'll need for months. And then we got home and she complained I didn't bite her on the ear. And I said, my teeth are in a glass in the bathroom. Go on in, bite yourself. Go ahead. But she wouldn't do it.
Well, you know, Ray, talking about drive-in theaters, the first time I went to one, I didn't know much about them, you know. But somehow I got parked in there backwards. You know, it was the best moving picture I've seen in all of my life.
Uncle, look, I wanted to ask you a question. This is sort of a personal question. I would like your answer to. What do you think of miniskirts?
Miniskirts? Well, I'll tell you, Ray, I don't know what they'll be up to next. So I said I was down window shopping this afternoon here, and I saw a great big sign right across the plate glass window. And it said, ladies ready to wear 20% off.
Yeah, that's not unusual, Uncle. Look, you know, they've got sales going on everywhere at the present time, so that's not unusual.
Oh, well, I saw one girl come in here tonight, you know, and I'll bet you she had 90% off.
Oh! Uncle, look, you better sing another song. Here he is, Uncle, look.
Oh, Linda is my darling, dearest in the land. Her nose is like a big old cake, and her cheeks are like a ham. She is 6 feet and over. Her hair is beautiful red. She has to stand upon a chair and she goes to stretch. Well, don't cry for me. And go away and leave me all way down in Tennessee. But I'll be back. Going in your ear. Come upon the open Joe.
We've been stormbound and we've slept on floors and dance halls.
Station houses.
Station houses, yes. And churches and all that, and pews.
You remember that thing we pushed over every hill in Nova Scotia and on the Gaspé coast?
Yeah, it was really strong car.
It was strong people working with you, that's all.
Pontiac.
Yeah.
The Pontiac.
Eight man power, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's D done, that's right.
We're trying to.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe we could do an introduction of the band
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
The last
That's right.
4 bars or last 8 bars, whatever you might want.
And that's how you always finish it down.
Mhm.
We go through it once like this, though.
Aye.
You know how we go down?
Yeah.
We go down, and then the second time around,
Yeah.
we finish it down in that line.
Very good, very good.
That's
sir.
how we did it.
Shall try. The word that's up to you there.
Would you like a mint?
Yeah, I'll try one. Thank you.
Keep
it water.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, Mr. Monroe.
Sorry. Wee Monroe of Monroe. Thank you.
Would you like a mint?
Yes. Thank you.
They're great. Lifesavers.
One true. One true. Back to them, Mark.
Have you read the Bible today? Have you read what the Lord has to say? There's so much to be found, words so wise, so profound, and the light of His love leads the way. Have you read the Bible today? Fill your heart with the words He did say. Read each page and you'll find faith and hope, peace of mind. They'll be yours. Read the Bible today. Have you read the Bible today? Fill your heart with the words He did say. Read each page and you'll find faith and hope, peace of mind. They'll be yours. Read the Bible
Yeah, friends, I have the feeling you're coming on to it too strong. You start soft and it sounds best, I think, if you don't take it up too much after that. You know what I mean?
On the end?
Yeah, you're seeing it coming on like gangbusters at the end of it. You don't need to. You know, you can extend it as you did on the ending and so forth without come thumping onto it too hard. It's distorting your notes are going sharp and flat with each other.
Have you read the Bible today? Have you read what the Lord has to say? There's so much to be found, words so wise, so profound, and the light of His love leads the way. Have you read the Bible today? Filled your heart with the words He did say. Read each
I think we
page
better
and
take
you'll
it through
find
again,
faith
friends.
and hope.
We're getting too much Mark and too little John.
How's my hair coming?
I think it's getting thicker, dear.
Any new sprouts at all?
Oh, yeah, a few little ones up here.
That's been her advantage. She pulls them out.
Yeah, one at a time. I'll be ahead of you. I think.
No spray in the hair,
Let's see
right?
what it looks like on camera.
You'll be, Here, I'm going to wash my head again tonight.
Tomorrow, dear. Is that okay?
No, a quart is so bulky, you know. Everybody knows you got it.
Yeah, that's great.
But I mind we used to go on the road years ago. You know, when we first started out to go west in those places. Well, I had 2 suitcases. One was full of rum and the other full of dirty clothes. That's the way I traveled all the time.
What an ugly cameraman. I don't want to look at the camera. Okay.
Stand by, please.
Number.
Honey, but sweeter by far. From now till forever. I'll keep dreaming of you and the sunshine of love. When I go to 2, I'll follow you there. Here to a start. You're up, sir, honey, but sweeter by far.
very much.
Did you want a picture there? Did you like the show? Did you want a picture, sir? 4?
That is my music, yes.
I like the matches too.
Do you like it? Roads are awful muddy.
About 250 miles.
When I was young, there used to be an awful lot of these old barn raisings and bees, or whatever you want to call them, frolics. And there the neighbors would all gather, you know, in the daytime, and they would build a barn or a house in the one day. And then at night they'd have this big jamboree dance, you know, until the early hours of the morning. You'd wonder where they'd get enough energy after working hard all day and building a house or a barn to dance all night.
Yeah, $2 a gallon. You got a gallon of that between 4 of you. You went to a dance with a pack of tailor-made cigarettes, you were a millionaire, mister. Everybody was all around you.
Here's a tune called Little Rubber Dolly. I think you like it.
first time. And we got to wait and wait for planes and buses and trains.
And then you'll be late on top of it.
We're late today, running late. We hope to get there safely.
I just love you. You're wonderful. All you kids are.
Thank you very much.
You heard about the two old Irish ladies met in the street, didn't you?
On the radio a good many years ago when we first went on. Yeah.
They're giving us a rough time.
Yes, that's one of those. Is for a very great fan of yours. He's an old violin player. He's well into his 90s, but if he could have made it, he would have loved to have been here.
She's a real good fan of yours, Don.
Is she?
Yeah, she sure likes your show.
What happened to Charlie Chamberlain? Did he take off?
Thank you so much. I've been your fan for 30 years.
Well, glad to hear it.
The old ball headed into the broom up.
Yeah, the sound was very good. Very good. And as I said, we don't often get a chance to tell people after.
Well, we're disappointed, you know, that you're out.
We'll find you on the dial if you're on there, though.
We'll have to start at the bottom, I guess. Work all over again our way back up.
Well, this main one here is for old Martin Adam from Bashaw. He played with you about 20 years ago in that.
Well, they'll be listening to you, but I guess we'll have to change the dial.
Well, we're going to keep playing anyhow.
Well, you just keep up the good work. Sometime I'd love to hear the Arbetta Waltz.
It's funny, everybody that plays the violin, you can still tell Don Messers, though you can't, you know, you don't see him. You can still know when it's him on the other end of it.
Yeah.
My grandson has a violin already.
Yeah. Okay?
Yep. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Good night. Maybe you weren't invited?
No, Ken ordered 4 hamburgers to take back to the shack. So that's all I know That about must be the reception. 4 hamburgers. That's good. Lovely. We'll open a keg of nails and have a party.
It's human nature to do the odd little, you know, grumbling, and you beef a little bit if conditions are not good. As you know, traveling on the road, you, come mealtime, 12 o'clock, you may be in the middle of a desert somewhere. You just can't stop and have dinner. You've got to keep on going. You enjoyed the countryside, didn't you?
I didn't see any countryside. It was all woods.
But myself, well, I didn't know what would happen.
What's the one deeper the heart attacks is that one? I don't know if it's not a river,
I can't think of anything. Brain dumb. Can't think of a thing. Someone singing, Lord, kumbaya. Someone singing, Lord, kumbaya. Someone singing, Lord, kumbaya. Oh, Lord, kumbaya. I have walked across the sands of the Grand Banks of Newfoundland, blazed on the ridge of the Miramichi, watched the waves tear and roar at the stone coast of Labrador, watched them roll back to the great Northern Sea, from the Vancouver Island to the Alberta Highlands, across the prairies, the lakes, to Ontario's towers, from the sound of Mount Royal's chimes, out to the Maritimes, something to sing about this land of ours. I have watched the dawn from the fields of Saskatchewan, followed the sun to the Vancouver shore, watched the quick shining ooh on the snow peaks of Caribou, up to the clouds where the wild Rockies soar, from the Vancouver Island to the Alberta Highlands, across the prairies, the lakes, to Ontario's towers, from the sound of Mount Royal's chimes, out to the Maritimes, something to sing about this land of ours. I have wandered my way to the wildwoods of Hudson Bay, treated my toes to Quebec's morning dew, heard the sweet summer breeze in the leaves of the maple trees, sharing the song that I'm singing for you, from the Vancouver Island to the Alberta Highlands, across the prairies, the lakes, to Ontario's towers, from the sound of Mount Royal's chimes, out to the Maritimes, something to sing about this land of ours. Antigonish, yes, in Nova Scotia.
Where I come.
Are you from Antigonish?
Yeah,
Glad to
right.
meet you. What are you doing up this part of the country?
I've been here since 1920.
1920?
That's true.
You're not from Antigonish anymore.
Oh, yeah.
are you? How about to Annie?
Yeah.
My name is Oscar Frostad.
And yours is Oscar. One of these belong to you, or
Yeah.
you? Well, just a minute now. Well, thank you.
You're a little girl that likes to dance to your music.
How old is your little girl?
5.
Oh, they're cute at that age, aren't they?
Yeah. I'd just like to say that I've got teenagers that enjoy you very much.
You have teenagers?
Yes, and they enjoy
Did
you
you take
very
that
much.
statement? She has a teenager.
Here's one of
and
them.
here's one of them
And that's
who
proven.
likes us very much.
I really do. I do.
Where'd you get all the freckles?
I bought them off for her.
Are you sister and brother?
Are you kidding?
Mine one time we were up in Ontario. Where was that place anyway? Well, anyway, we played in this, well, it was a curling rink, you know. So we were coming out, and this fresh monkey come out, you know, and put his arm around Marg. Uh-oh.
Oh, we've been late, folks.
I just grabbed him and threw him. I said, brother, don't you ever do that again.
Oh, Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe display. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou
As a reminder to passengers, please remain inside the terminal and do not linger on the ramp area until the boarding announcement has been made.
I was young, I'd be here myself.
We sure enjoyed it.
1946 in the back of a car parked in front of a liquor store on Queen Street. And I'd just come back from overseas, and I told you how much we'd enjoyed Don Messer and his music all during the war years over there. And I think we split a drink of scotch at that time.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Charlie, you won't believe it.
Oh, here's Charlie.
The born book, that's the Mr. Book, that's the Mr. Book. That is Louis Book, that is this guy Book. And my name is Book.
I thought there were only one. To thank them on behalf of Don Messer and our own group. Sir Charles.
I went down there, they wanted me to take singing lessons, you know. That pretty fair voice and that being I was young. So they got me to go up to this Agnes Forbes. She was a singing teacher from England. She was, you know, a good one. But me just coming out of the woods, you know, and never into a city in my life. Born up around Bathurst there and kicked around. Couldn't go out on a windy day. The rags would beat you to death. So I went down to St. John anyway. And they got me to go to this Mrs. Forbes, or Miss Forbes. So I went up and seen her, and had a pair of high boots on, you know, a pair of breeches, and jacket and shirt. So she said, Mr. Chamberlain, I said, yes. She says, you're going to take some singing lessons. I said, that's what I understand. Well, she started on the piano, you know, singing like Danny Boy. Well, I could do that number fairly well in that day. Now she said, you're not breathing properly. Well, I said, how else do you breathe? It's but in and out. It's the only way I know how to breathe. And she says, you're not shaping your mouth right. Now I said, wait a minute. This is how you got to learn to sing. I said, well, she said, you do this. I says, that did it. I'll see you sometime. I went out and never went back. Now, you picture me up on the stage.
When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. But when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they steal your heart away.
See, when I worked upriver, there was a place up there called Teddygush. And an awful lot of Irish, mostly all Irish, just a settlement of Irish people, you know. And I worked upriver and worked with those fellas, see, and there were some good singers among them. And that's where I got an awful lot of the Irish and that twang along with it.
I have no doubt you heard about the Bonnie McQuilty band. A band of great renown is known for town to town. The people come to hear the drum beginning and plays so grand. Cheer whenever they hear the music so queer. The girls and boys all follow the band for miles and miles. Think they've only walked a yard or two. And when you see them dressed in a very lazy style, you know they're out for a rare hullabaloo. Murphy plays the cornet and McGilligan bangs the drum. And Bonby where he would make you laugh with his bubbity-bubbity-bum. O'Brien plays the trombone and O'Shaughnessy thinks is grand when Cassidy plays the cymbals with the Bonnie McQuilty band. Did your mother come from Ireland? Or there's something in you, Irish? Won't you tell me where you get those Irish eyes? And before you left Killarney, did your mother kiss the blarney and that little bit of broad? and I wouldn't be romancing. I can always see you dancing while the Kerry pipers play. It's the shamrock you'll be wearing and the shamrock you'll be sharing on the next St. Patrick's Day. Did your mother come from Ireland? For there's something in your Irish, and that bit of Irish steals me a heart
Charlie, that's soul.
And we'd like to thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts for the kind hospitality that you've shown us here. It's really been grand. Of course, Mr. Messer, that's the kingpin of the outfit, he gives the orders and everybody jumps but me. Of course, I've been with him now longer than anybody has in the band. Well, what else will I say? Sing! Darling, who said that?
On behalf of the Grand Prairie Kinsmen Club, it's been a real pleasure to have you and your group here.
And the organ over in the corner is the Kinsman organ. We've
Waldo
got the best
Monroe.
singers here, and I'll guarantee you we'll stay as long as you guys will stay until the liquor runs out.
Ray Armstrong.
John, you're all set to head up north now. What are you expecting up there?
Well, that's hard to say. We hope a lot of people will turn out to our show.
Here are both dancers with the White River Song. Let's bring them on.
Where are you going, my little one, little one? Where are you going, my baby, my own? Turn around and you're tiny. Turn around and you're grown. Turn around and you're a young wife with babes of your own. Turn around, turn around, turn around, and you're a young wife with babes of your own. Where are you going, my little little Dylan petticoats? Where have you gone? Turn around and you're tiny. Turn around and you're grown. Turn around and you're a young wife with babes of your own. Turn around, turn around, turn around, and you're a young wife with babes of your own.
We're on our way back home, Joe. We are leaving here tomorrow. We're playing down just south of here at South Branch, a little place called South Branch tonight, which is very close to North Bay, South River rather, and then we leave there tomorrow and drive on to Pembroke, and then from Pembroke we will go into Ottawa on Sunday and catch a flight out of Ottawa, which should make us back home at 6:20 on Sunday evening, Joe.
We'll see you then
See
me when I get there.
Yeah, drive with care.
Yes, will do.
I'll be there.
Right.
See you, Ken. Farewell, sir.
Watch yourself.
Be seeing you sometime. Okay. Good luck, buddy.
Right.
Let's say goodbye to you.
I think you'll see the day come back again when the violin will be predominant in a group. This used to be the style when I was young. It was always a violinist that led the orchestra, always.
The ordinary people had taken the fiddle to their own, and then to make the distinction, they start creating violin sort of stuff. But it's the fiddle is the voice of the people, I suppose, in lots of ways, or the instrument of the people.
Yes, when they wanted to have a little party, they always called on a fiddler. And as a rule, there's always one or two in a crowd.
That you're not going to be on the air anymore. It's not only you, but it's a Canadian bond we feel that's been broken.
Schedule at 9:30. Boarding expected at 9:10. Gate number 1.
Heading home.
watch them roll back to the great northern sea. From the Vancouver Island to the Alberta Highlands, cross the prairies, the lakes, to Ontario's towers, from the sound of Mount Royal's chimes, out to the Maritimes, something to sing about this land of ours.
When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can